Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Now and Then Some podcast with Robin and Kaley. I'm your host, Robin.
And I'm your other host, Kaley.
And here we talk about everything from now and then.
And then some.
Mm-hmm. And what are we talking about this week?
I'm thinking that blonde hair you got going on.
How can you miss it? So I said I was going to do it last episode. I said I was going to do it on July 8th. Last episode came out on July 8th.
Which we didn't realize.
Yeah, it was a bit meta. So we went for it, man.
Yeah, I thought you were going to have some in between, like not blonde, like maybe a real light brown, maybe a little orange, very orange.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened when I went dark and then tried to go back blonde. I had orange hair.
Yeah.
But it's pretty dang light.
It's pretty light. It's definitely a little orangier than I would prefer. She is going to tone it. She was going to do it sooner, but she got a stomach bug. So it's still this color, which I think is fine. It's just I want to go a little bit more ashy.
Yeah, you're saying orange. I see more like it's more yellow, I think, than you're going for. But like I wouldn't look at it and be like orange hair. I would say it's just a little more yellow blonde than like the ash that you're going for. She told
me, she was like, it's not that it's brassy. It's not brassy, but there's a difference between brassy, which is more yellow, and then the peachy undertones is what she's going to try to combat. So I got some blue shampoo too, which is supposed to help maintain.
Yeah. It still looks good. Like,
thank you.
I mean, Robin can pull off any hair color. I've said it before and I'll say it.
She did a great job. She did like multiple steps, different levels of lifting throughout. So yeah, I mean, I decided not to root it because it's hopefully going to hide my grays better with the blondes. So, but we'll see as it grows out. I might change it a few times before I settle in on my look.
Hey, talking about grays, I have a question. When did you start noticing grays?
I got grays pretty early when I was living in New York in my early 20s, like 22. I started noticing a few here and there, but they really started popping off the pages of life when I turned 35.
Okay, so I shouldn't even be putting
Don't
this
put
out
it
there,
out
but here I am. I haven't really noticed any grays before. It's interesting because my dad grayed at like 20. Like my dad now has fully gray hair. He's older, but like at 20, he was already starting to get the salt. We called him salt and pepper for years when I was little.
We used to tell my dad, "Oh, you got a little paint in your hair."
Oh, we used to be salt and pepper, and then once it got like real salty, we were like, "Dad, you've lost all the pepper," and he's like, "No, it's still here.
No, you're just salty."
So I was just curious because my sister, who's younger than me, she's had some grays pop up, and she obviously takes after my dad's side more.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're probably in the clear then for a while.
I might be okay for a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I don't mind them. You know, they're there.
Part of life.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, she did a great job. So shout out Kim.
Shout out.
Yeah,
she does my hair too. I'm due to go back, but like I said, I'm trying to wait till a little closer to the 2 weddings that I'm in the fall. So I'm going to go right before then, I'm thinking.
I'm rocking this pink blazer because I was trying to embrace the like Barbie blonde, and it's got these shoulder pads, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know why I keep trying to wear blazers on this podcast.
You know, Robin, you just do you.
I didn't know what to wear for the blonde debut, so whatever. It's fine.
You look great.
Thanks. All right, let's get into it.
Okay, 4th of July.
Yes.
So we need to talk about it. So I got a beach house with my cousin, sis, and a couple of their friends. It was great. I got so much sun. I'm even tanner than I was.
When I saw you the next, after you got back, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, no, I'm significantly. Significantly. I mean, I was in the sun for like 3 days straight.
Oh,
and I could roast all day.
I didn't get in the sun enough. We were just too blah, 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 and then we're like, oh shit, it's 5 o'clock.
No, I do blah, 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 but in the sun.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all, there, we were with people who wanted to sit under the like canopy, and I'm like, shh. So I just sat laid in the edge of the sun, and they were in the canopy and talked to them because I was like, no, I need to roast in the sun as much as possible. Yeah. But we had a really good time. We did have to leave a day early though because of the hurricane.
Beryl.
Yeah, old Beryl was coming through.
We kept being like, Beryl.
Yeah.
Her and Daryl got married and had a couple kids named Meryl.
Like Beryl's
and Cheryl.
The best we got right
and
now.
Carol. So many better names.
Okay. Yeah, so Beryl was coming. So I was like, hey, guys, we're getting out of here. Like, there's no reason to risk it.
Totally.
Like, we're not going to be at the beach on the ocean when this shit starts coming through. So we left a day early, which kind of sucked, but we still had like 3 full days there before we left. So it was great. I had a good time. How was yours?
It was lovely. Just as per usual, hung out at Katie's, got in the pool a bunch. When I say like roasting in the sun though, I think it's different than on the beach. It was so hot that even when you're in the pool, like Nate was like, I'm sweating. in the pool.
Yeah.
It's that hot.
Yeah.
It was so hot
it's
and
tough
muggy.
when the water is like really, really warm.
Yeah, and her pool's
because
pretty
at the beach,
deep.
it's nice. Like I don't go deep because I'm terrified of sharks. And the day before
Did you see the
I was
picture?
literally about to say, did you see
It was like the same shark four
shark attacks in South Padre?
Yeah. Did you see that picture of the person's calf?
Yep.
Just.
Yep. So I didn't go deep at all. I was going about knee deep was as far as I would go.
Bethany kept going, I have regrets. I shouldn't have looked at that picture. I shouldn't have looked at that picture.
It's brutal.
Oh my gosh. But it was fun. We did the fireworks. Nate was able to stay the whole time.
Oh, good.
Which was great. Did the whole fireworks thing. Oh my gosh. Her husband's cousin's baby is named Winnie Rose. I think her name's Rose.
That's
Winnie. And she's the most beautiful baby. She's almost 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like Velcroed to this child. Oh my gosh. There was one point in time where she had such FOMO that she wouldn't fall asleep. And so I was walking around Katie's house, like doing the thing and we're like, shh, 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 and singing to her and like basically doing a back bend as I was rocking her standing to try to get her to rest her head. And she would for a little bit and she'd pop right back up. Finally got her to sleep. And about 5 minutes later, it was all undone. So, oh my gosh, she was so precious though.
Speaking of babies, Carly and Scott and sweet baby Emma came and met us out at the beach too, because it's again 20 minutes from my house. So they came out one afternoon and stayed. So I got some time with sweet Emma. I mean, sassy Emma is really what I should call her, but she's also sweet.
I love it.
She loves the water. That's all she wanted to do was run in the water. So that was a problem because we could not relax with her because we'd try to get her to build a sandcastle. She'd do it for a few minutes and then she'd just pop up, smile at you and take off towards the water.
That's so scary. Yeah. The beach does scare me with kids. Like there's so many things that could happen. The jellyfish, the current, everything.
Oh, 100%.
It's terrifying.
100%.
Yeah. It's hard to relax with kids that are basically under the age of 5 at the beach.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. Anyway, that's fun.
Yeah, it was a good weekend. Okay. One thing I want to talk about too, before we go into House of Dragon.
Yes.
Is Sis brought this up and I wanted to know if you had heard of it. Blush blindness?
Mm-mm.
Or like something blindness?
I mean, I've heard of something blindness for other things.
Like what?
Just like things that people don't notice that like you think that they notice and then you discover that they just don't even, like it doesn't register for them that that's a thing.
Yeah.
Like I can't think of a specific example, but I understand the concept.
Like Sis we're doing our makeup one day and she's like, oh, I bet I have blush blindness today. And she's like doing her, I was like, what are you talking about? Because I had never heard it.
Yeah.
She was like, you haven't heard that? And I was like, no. She's like, it's going around online right now of like all the makeup videos are like, do people have blush blindness? And if they do, if they care or not. I'm like, oh no, I'm like cake on the blush. Like I like a lot of color in my face.
So is blush blindness where you don't realize how much blush you put on because you're just used to it?
Yeah, because you like the look of having a lot of blush on. So she's like, I'm blush blind. I'm like, I'm blush blind. And
you're definitely blush blind, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I am too sometimes.
Right. And Sis, because she looked at me after she did her makeup and she was like, was I too blush blind? I was like, no, you look fine.
Yeah.
But I like a lot of blush.
Sometimes
but a lot of
I
people
err on
don't.
the side of not blush, not enough
I go
blush.
on the other side.
Or you could be like me today where I was blending blindness.
I was like, Robin, you have a literal line of dark contour on your face. We're gonna fix that, right?
Did not notice. And it had been there for a while. Luckily, hadn't encountered any other humans.
Glad I noticed.
But I was like, man, it's stubborn. It's been on there
before
for a while.
Recorded.
Yeah. Oopsie.
Anyway, I just wanted to know if you'd heard of that.
No.
And I liked it. And I was like, I am blush blind. And I don't care because I like a lot of blush.
So there.
Okay, let's talk House of the Dragon.
Oh my God.
I know you have notes. My notes are in my head.
Oh, what an episode.
We talked about how they were hyping this episode to be epic.
Yep.
Battle, all the things.
And boy, was it. Took a while to get there, but they were building it up. They were planting the seeds and man, woof, my notes are funny.
Okay, well, I'll let you go.
Okay, we'll wait until we get to that part. I'll read those like all together. So we could kind of start at like the beginning. I had one line that I wrote down near the beginning. Aegon said, "What would you have me do, mother?" And Alicent said, "Do simply what is needed of you." Nothing
harsh.
I know. I wrote that was like way harsh.
She is just not a very loving, nurturing mother in any way, shape, or form with any of her babies. Like,
nope.
I don't like her at all.
No, it's
Can't
like
say
I want to like her. Like I want to like feel some kind of empathy or sympathy for her, but she just keeps doing these things where I'm just like, you suck.
Right. And she has the chances to turn it around. Like when Rhaenyra came to her, she could have flipping turned it around right there. Like She could comfort her children every now and then. Nope.
I thought that scene between her and the Master of Whispers when she was like going through the, I was like, whoa, this is a good combo.
Yeah. No, I'm in this show.
Yeah.
It's kind of absorbing me.
Really good.
It's absorbing my timelines on my phone. It's
Yeah.
absorbing my mind. And I am so locked the F in when the episode is on. I can't look away.
Yep. It's so good.
Okay. So are we going to get to like the big, but also before we get to that,
Okay.
I'm also like, why do we have to have Damon in this house of horrors?
Having these horrible, weird nightmares,
Weird
and
dreams.
taking drugs, and
Yes, why is that going on? I'm like, bring him into the action.
yeah,
He's in the house of horrors.
yeah, he is. I mean, oof, that place is wild.
But Robin, what's wild is that they're doing the young Rhaenyra thing because that's what haunts him.
Yeah,
And like when she came out in the throne room, she's in old Rhaenyra's gown and crown.
ooh,
But it's young Rhaenyra.
Then he
I just got chills saying
slices her head off.
Yes.
Watcha!
And then she talks to him.
Yeah.
Wild.
When she started talking, I was like, oh, they're not going to zoom in, are they? Oh, yep. And her mouth's moving. And there's blood. Oh, my gosh.
House of Horrors.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot. Okay, so Aegon knocking the pitcher off the table is not a good sign.
Yeah.
Why is there a fucking dragon in the fucking woods? This is in my notes.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to shut up.
Oh, God damn it. It's Aemond and Aegon. I was like, oh, this is happening. Like when the first dragon awoke, I just did not see that coming.
Oh, I knew Kristen Cole had a plan with Aemond. I knew it.
I didn't.
Now, the Aegon thing, I was like, oh no, this is bad. But Aemond, I knew something was going to happen. I just didn't know what. I knew Kristen Cole had a secret plan because they've been conspiring.
Yeah, I guess I just didn't think he was that smart. So it was probably more of Aemond's.
Yeah.
I just love the way that Rhaenyra.
No, that's
Rhaenys talks to her dragon.
Oh, bless Robin, these names.
I love the way she talks to her dragon.
Did she say, time to go to battle again, old girl? So sweet.
So I'll just read these out real quick. Shit, here comes the big man. She is so fucked. God damn it. Sorry for all the cussing. OMG, 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 he attacked Aegon. OMG, OMG, why is she attacking him again? God damn it. My heart is going to explode from my body. She's turning around, all caps, question mark, exclamation. Motherfucker, she's dead. That sucks. Holy shit, he killed Aegon. Or did he?
I don't think he did.
That's all my notes.
Great notes.
I just couldn't believe what was happening.
Oh, wild.
I was like,
I was on the edge of my couch like this.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. Because like Aemond went after Aegon and then she seemingly got away unscathed in that, Dracarys or whatever. And then she's like, attack. And turned around to go back after the giant dragon. Like, what are you doing?
I saw a very interesting thing about the Rhaenys thing. About, earlier in the episode when she like cradles that guy's face and she's like, you must have had a very beautiful mother.
That was his son.
Mistresses. Yeah. And so she's lost all her children with him. So it's like, it's almost like she went back into battle because she's like, I've lost all my children, everything that I live for.
Like, I'm good.
I'm good.
I can die in battle.
My husband's been cheating on me in the sea.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go. That's kind of what it's, I mean, really.
For some reason, I took that as like that he was having an affair with
a mermaid.
Oh, the sea itself.
Okay. Whatever.
Anyway.
Out at sea is what I meant.
Sea babies.
Yeah. The sea babies he's having out there. And so I feel like she was just like,
I got nothing to live for.
I got nothing to live for.
I might as well try to go out in glory.
I'm going to try to get these evil freaking people.
And in that moment, it's like you knew there was no way she was killing Aemond.
No.
Like, we had no hope.
On the largest dragon that ever lived.
As soon as she turned around, I was like, God damn it.
Yeah. And I was like,
I love her character too.
She's been so iconic.
But I love that look on her face where she was just like.
And then the dragon looking back at her one more time. Oh, Robin.
They did a really good job with that whole fight sequence with the dragons.
I was so in it. So
good. My God. And then had like a full body just thinking about it.
I know. And then Aegon's like, oh, thank God. Thank the gods is what he says.
Yeah.
Thank the gods because he sees his brother.
Yeah.
Coming to like save him from Meleys.
And he's
from
like
the dragon.
drunk driving the dragon.
And then he's like, Dracarys.
Yeah.
And then Aegon's like, no. And then boom.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's dead.
No.
Now, I think Aemond was about to finish him off when Kristen Cole walked in the woods and he had a sword out. I think he was about to finish him off. I think he's like
He's a bad man.
I think he's like paralyzed or maimed or
In a
burned over
coma
half
or
his
something,
body.
yeah.
Like, I think he's very jacked
He
up.
will be incapacitated to where
Alicent and Aemond will be fighting against each
Yeah.
other. Aemond will be fighting against each other to run the throne.
Right.
Like to rule the kingdom.
Yeah, the acting king, the acting CEO.
Yes. Yes. They'll be fighting for the acting CEO.
The interim.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think anyway.
It's a good plot twist because I've had enough of Aegon. Like, let's take a break from him for a while.
He sucks.
He sucks.
But they all kind of
Who
suck.
drunk drives a dragon
No,
into
I'm
battle?
sorry. That whole family sucks. And
Yeah.
Kristen Cole, I can't wait. Oh, they better give it to us this season.
Yeah, I thought he was going to die.
I need it's got to be Daemon. I think Daemon has to come in and do it. And he's got to get out of the House of Horrors.
Yeah.
Or the House of Horrors has to mean something.
Or the battle's going to come to him. And
That's what
maybe
I
by
mean.
then, him and the house will become one.
That's what I'm saying.
he
The
can,
House of Horrors has to mean something.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get to that point.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
over this. I get it. He's having a lot of
Right.
nightmares. The witch is drugging him in the tea.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you heard anything about episode 5?
I just saw the preview
Oh, yeah.
where they're literally like showing the dragon's head through the town square.
Oh, yeah.
You are so evil. I hate
Yeah.
you. I hate that.
It's a pretty dragon, too.
Poor Melise.
Bless it.
Anyway, so I just saw the very short minute and a half preview.
same.
I haven't really heard anything else,
Mhm.
but I hope it's not like a super downfall from how
Yeah.
crazy this
It's like,
one
let's
was.
just keep this momentum going,
Come on,
people.
people. Keep it high.
Yeah, keep killing people.
So we'll see. But I'm locked in.
Yep. Same.
Okay, I think that's all I had.
All right.
Let's go to the and then.
Let's go. Okay, so for my and then, yearbooks.
Oh my God.
Signing the yearbook.
That's so good.
So this was like an accidental and then.
Okay.
And I was just
Robin.
I know.
I don't have my yearbooks.
You can do it another day.
Okay, I'll bring them another day.
So backstory, I was going to tell the story anyway, and I was like, oh, this is perfect because I'll make this my and then. So I'm begrudgingly helping Bethany and Holly plan our 20-year high school reunion. They have officially roped me in, and they're like, can you help us design a save the date just to make sure everybody knows this is happening?
Right up your alley, Robin.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, I can do that. So I sit down to do it, and I'm like, what's my inspo? What's the vibe? And I'm like, oh, let me go check out and see if I can somehow find a 2004 McNeil High School yearbook.
Yeah.
Like online, some kind of imagery,
Give you some
something.
inspiration. Yeah.
So I type that into Google, and I land on classmates.com, and it's the 2002 McNeil High School yearbook. And I'm
Okay.
like, okay, I was a sophomore. That's
Yeah.
fine. So I land on the page or the cover page, and I'm like, okay, there's my yearbook, right?
Yep.
And then I swipe to the second page.
And it's literally you signing someone signing your yearbook. It's your yearbook page.
It's my
Google?
yearbook on this website. It's the entire, I'm showing her,
What?
it's the entire, every single page of my,
How?
I don't
understand.
know. I don't know. So then I go back to the first page. So I'm like, wait, why does this say to Robin? There's my name on the front. It's mine.
And you don't remember uploading
No,
it anywhere?
I didn't upload it. Somebody, I guess it got sent to Goodwill somehow. I texted my mom. She's like, I wouldn't have donated that. And I just went and looked, and I found all my other ones except for 2002.
Okay, that's actually very creepy.
We were like, what the actual heck?
Weird.
That there's only one on this website. They have a bunch of other ones, just no other ones from whenever I was at that school. This is the only one for anybody. There's not like other versions.
I don't like this.
Isn't that
creeping
weird?
me out.
So I emailed them. Well, first it was like, you have to pay to see the whole thing. It only let me see like the first like 5 pages. So I paid, and I get to the end, where there's more signatures.
Yeah.
So I was reading. It's so funny.
Oh, yeah.
And check out this one. Oh, then we go through and we're looking through, like, you go to the end, you can find every page that you're on. And so we were finding like Nate running cross country his senior year. And he gave a quote at a cross country meet. And he's like, yeah, it's been really good. It's just been great to have everyone out here. It's really good.
Men and their words.
Yeah. So then I get to the end, which I had to pay for. Full page signature, complete with many drawings. Look who signed that. Full page. Bethany, who's standing right next to me as we're looking at
funny.
this. AKA Britney Spears, AKA Glossy B.
Oh
yeah,
my
you see those drawings?
Yeah, I see the drawing. I'm like, okay.
So I emailed them and I'm like, A, how did you get this?
Yeah.
Like, it's clearly someone's job to go around,
I'm so confused.
find yearbooks, and then scan them in so that, and it keeps popping up this pop-up. Do you want to purchase this yearbook? You can pay $40 to have it reprinted. This exact yearbook. My yearbook.
I don't understand.
It's so freaky. And they're like, oh, we get our things from various sources. If you're interested in purchasing one, I'm like, no. There was a second part.
Yeah, I am Robin.
Is I already found it. I did not give you consent. Can you either take this down or like black out the signatures?
Yeah, like the names.
We could not get over it. Read that one from Luke.
Bottom left?
Yeah.
No. Robin.
We were not even remotely flirty, me and Luke.
Okay, Robin. I
never kissed, never nothing. That's what he writes in my yearbook.
I gotta say, I don't think anyone was writing that kind of stuff in my yearbook.
He was like a funny guy.
That's a little
him and his brother were like hot twins. So he was like very flirty, funny. But yeah, that exists on the internet. Not like I'm running for office. I don't give a shit.
How bizarre.
Isn't that so
I don't even know what to say because I am just so shook by this.
Yeah, we couldn't stop all week and we're just like, I can't believe it was my yearbook.
God, yearbooks were such a time because it was like your crushes, what are they going to write in your
Yes.
yearbook? Like, what do you write in theirs that's like flirty but not too much?
Mhm.
You go to look at what the other girls are writing in the yearbook. I mean, it was just a big deal back in the day.
Yep. So I found a few. I only brought in 3. This one's from my elementary school. And I believe I was in 5th grade.
So not elementary for me, but elementary for you.
Cows go moo, ducks go quack. I'm the first one to sign your crack.
Oh, yes, I do remember that.
Good one.
Crack signing.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Have a great summer. And blank you. 5th grade. Robin, have a great summer. See you at middle school. Your friend, Holly Chapman.
Your friend.
Your friend.
I got to bring mine in and
Your
read
best
some.
friend.
Because here's the funny part is my best friends to this day are going to be all throughout mine as well.
This is yearbook, but it's yearbook 2000, so it's Y2K.
Cool. Very cool.
There was something funny in this one, too. This whole page, guess who that is? It's Kim.
Oh, my gosh.
Our hairdresser.
That's so funny.
Rah Kiki. That's funny. When I went to her house, I was like, hi, Kiki.
That's so funny.
And that was before I'd even seen this.
Robin, this just made me think of it because you were doing the Y2K thing. Did y'all have like a saying for like your senior year? Like, I'll tell you what mine is, but I'm wondering if you have
We
one.
don't know if this was our official saying,
Okay.
but I designed shirts also for the 20th reunion, and we put it on the shirt, and we're like, I wonder if this was a thing or if this was just shirts that we had made for ourselves.
Okay.
Oh, faux for show.
Oh, faux for show. Wow. Okay, mine was because it was 2012.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the world's not ending. We're just taking over.
Oh.
Yeah, that was ours.
Because it was like the Mayan calendar.
Everyone thought the world was going to end in 2012.
Yeah.
So we were like, no, the world's not ending. We're just taking over.
We're just taking over. That's cute. I'm sure we had some other saying. I just can't think of it. Everybody wrote in a lot of these like, see you at the pool. Because that's just what we did.
Oh.
Goober, see you everywhere. And next year, going to miss you. See you at the pool to sting the other teams because we're stingrays. Holly. So funny. Stay cool.
This just makes me want to go get mine and go through them.
I know.
But I also have to get
another signing of the crack.
I need to get the ones from my parents' house. So y'all give me a few weeks.
I'll comb through these and have a better curation too. Hags.
Oh, so many hags.
I am doing this. I am doing this. I'm doing this too. I'm doing this to piss. I'm doing this to piss you. I'm doing this to piss you off. How rude. How rude.
Let me, when I go home in a couple weeks, do some digging and I'll bring some good stuff.
Forget the teachers, forget the grass, forget me, and I'll kick your ass.
Lovely. So I remember, because I'm going to go look now, but I know there were several signatures from my like 9th grade yearbook, which is when my boobs came in. So they called me Tits McKey. Multiple people called me Tits McKey.
I know you've told me that before. I don't know if it was on this podcast though.
I don't think so.
Tits McKey.
Tits McKey. So I know for a fact when I dig through this yearbook that there's going to be multiple things that say Tits McKey.
Tits McKey. Let's see if they get bigger over summer.
And they've just gotten bigger ever since. So funny.
Old Tits McKey. Still at it. That's one of those nicknames that like doesn't get bad with age. Okay, like it still slaps.
But it didn't stick though. No one called me that.
Right,
like,
it was just
after
like,
that year. It was just that year because it was like they're here.
I forgot about a bunch of my nicknames when I was looking through that. Like in elementary school, I was Darla because we all were a different
Little Rascals.
And of course, I claimed the only
Rascals.
girl.
Of course, I love the Little Rascals.
Me too.
Okay, so for my end then, I took what you've been bringing to the table and like rapid fire.
Perfect. Little
swapperoonie. So I did like food/candy from back in the day.
Okay, great.
And I made a rule for myself. I wasn't going to Google anything. It was just what came to my brain.
Yeah,
so I was like,
good.
I don't want to like bring the stuff that I don't really remember. Let's just go off the dome.
Yeah.
So I have green ketchup.
Ugh.
Do you remember when that came out?
It's like clear Pepsi. Ugh. Nobody wants it.
Okay, I don't remember clear Pepsi.
That was probably before your time.
But green ketchup was really nasty.
God, that's just wrong.
It grossed me out so much.
Yeah.
The Squeeze It candy. It was like a tube of jelly.
Yes.
And there was blue, green, red, and you just literally squeezed this nasty colored jelly.
They still kind of have a version of that.
Do they?
Yeah, shit's nasty.
I feel like it was called Squeeze It or Squeeze.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Ugh.
Bottle pops.
Oh, yeah.
Baby bottle pop. Baby bottle pop.
I just sang that the other day.
I mean, I used to go,
Yeah.
I love me some baby bottle pops. Ring pops.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the boys
The
give you a
best.
ring pop. It was a whole thing.
The best.
Pizza Lunchables.
Oh, yeah.
Why were they just the best thing ever?
I literally sent my son to camp with one of those 2-day.
It's like,
The
if
best.
you came to school with a pizza Lunchable, you had it going on.
Because it was like the thing.
It was
when they
the
came out,
thing.
it was like, oh, what
Right.
is this?
Pizza Lunchables.
Yeah, you must be rich.
You must be rich. And then the last one I had was the wax bottles.
Oh, yeah.
That just had like a juice in them.
Yeah,
and then you
like
would
a
just
really
chew on the
sugary juice.
And you just chew on the wax till you got to the sugary juice.
I didn't do that. I know people would like
I
squeeze the
did.
juice and then they would like wad it up as a ball. and
I would
chew
just
on it.
stick the whole thing in my mouth.
Really?
And just chew the wax till I got to the good juice.
I would just use my fingers and take the top off and then squeeze it and then throw it away.
I just remember chewing the wax till then when I couldn't taste the juice anymore, I took the wax out. It's just like
so
chewing
gross.
on wax.
Just chewing on wax.
So yeah, that's all I had that came off
Oh
the
my
dome. But if I
gosh.
think of more, I'll bring them next time.
What
but-
about a couple that pop out to me is Fun Dip.
Oh, I love Fun Dip.
Yeah, the stick was the best
I'm
part.
not gonna lie, I had a Fun Dip recently because my mom, my mom's a teacher, so she gets like gifts from her kids all the time for all the little holidays, and she brings them all home.
Yeah.
And then when I go home, they're there for me. And I had the Fun Dip. Dang, it still slaps.
Still slaps.
Yeah.
Sour straws.
Oh, I still eat those.
Like in a
on a
tray?
road trip. I still eat those on a road trip.
I don't get those anymore for some reason. Let's see.
But delicious.
Candy cigarettes.
Okay, I know what. Yeah, I don't think it was ever really a thing for me. I know what they are.
Yeah, my friends and I would go through all of whoever's house we were at, all the couch cushions, find as much change or money as we possibly could,
Just
walk
to
to
get
the corner
candy
store,
cigarettes?
ride our bikes, and that's what we would buy as candy cigarettes.
Wow.
If we had extra money, we'd buy some other things, but it was like that was the staple
Love it.
because we were not with our parents, so we could buy it.
And you thought you were so cool with your candy cigarette.
I can like still feel in here like the little crunch. It was a good crunch.
Cool.
Okay,
well, that's all I had.
All right, great.
Let's go to the now.
Let's go to the now. Okay, so I did want to say something. This was crazy.
Okay.
So literally the next day after we recorded talking about Travis Kelce being on stage,
Right.
blah, 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 I was behind on one of my other podcasts, Girls Gotta Eat,
Yeah.
with Raina and Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
And I was listening and I knew that Raina was in some other country. She was maybe going to try to see Taylor like in Amsterdam, and then she ended up going to that show.
The one
and
that
she
Travis
recapped the entire
was?
thing. Like she was there. She was talking about like talking to her sister, and then her sister was like, "Oh my God, it's Travis Kelce."
So cool.
And she was like, "Yeah, whatever. He's always at the shows. Like, let me go see." And then she turns, and there he was on the jumbotron, like actually there.
Wild.
I know it's just so weird that we had just talked
talked
about it,
and then she recapped
I hadn't listened because I could have listened to it before we had recorded,
Ah.
and I just hadn't. I was like, okay, that's weird. So can you imagine?
No, again, I
Ugh.
would be freaking the F out.
Okay, I just want to tell you that.
Okay. So couple things here. Preggers on preggers.
Oh my gosh,
Everyone's preggers.
it's contagious.
It's crazy. It's been like every day the past week, someone else has come out pregnant.
Well, supposedly.
What?
It has not been, at least not that I'm aware of, confirmed by Margot Robbie.
Yes.
It was?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Yeah, she literally was out with her baby bump holding her stomach with her husband.
For some reason, I thought that maybe the last time that I like saw anything about it or listened to something about it at that point in time,
I don't think she's done like a formal sit down interview, but she's been very like literally
touching her belly.
belly out,
Okay.
touching her belly with her husband. Yeah. So Margot Robbie pregnant. which I saw so many funny tweets about how the boys are like, no. And I'm like, yeah, like any of y'all ever had a chance with her. That's funny. Gypsy Rose is pregnant.
Yep.
Random.
I mean,
I'm not saying anything.
good for her.
Yep. Alexandra Daddario.
Yep.
Which hilarious comment by her. I'm so excited for my kid to go to preschool with Hailey Bieber and Margot Robbie's kids.
That's hilarious. A great way to announce your pregnancy.
Hilarious.
Because she probably was like going to do it on a specific date, and then all of these pregnancies just kept being announced, and she's like, I might as well just get in on this.
Well make a joke out of this. And then the last one is Brittany Mahomes.
Oh,
so
wow,
they've got baby number 3 on the way.
Awesome.
Preggers on preggers on preggers.
Everybody's getting pregnant. Y'all watch out.
Oh God, it's out there.
It's out there.
It's contagious.
It's in the air. Next topic here. There is officially going to be a sequel to Devil Wears Prada.
Yes.
Everybody's confirmed, allegedly.
The main peeps, right?
Yeah. And I saw this article that was like, Hollywood won't stop ruining our comfort watches. We've been saying it.
I know. It's so tough because like I want to get excited about these, but then you also just worry if it ruins it. But it could be good. It could be a good thing.
Could be.
I'm trying to stay positive about all of them until they let me down. You know what I mean?
Because we've got, what,
Freaky,
3 right now? Freaky Friday, Legally Blonde, the TV show prequel, which that one I think I'm most excited about, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I think it's
and then
good.
Devil Wears Prada. And who knows how many other ones
I feel
are
like
in
there's
the
another one that we're not thinking of.
Freaky Friday, Legally
I
Blonde.
think there was one even before Freaky Friday. Anyway, if we think of it, we'll bring it next episode. But I'm trying to remain positive that they're not going to let us down and it's just going to be like adding to the greatness.
Yeah. I mean, with that group, like, gosh.
You'd hope.
Like Emily Blunt, Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci.
Anne Hathaway.
Yep.
Meryl Streep.
Can't wait.
Yep.
Big news, but nothing confirmed.
Okay.
Miley Cyrus rumored to be performing at the next Super Bowl.
That's so far in advance.
What, 8 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
feel like that's usually when they start putting the rumors out.
Yeah.
It doesn't get confirmed till the fall.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is when we start hearing about who's in the running, who says they want to perform.
Great.
I'm like, let's go. Miley's amazing. She can sing any kind of music.
Imagine Beyonce joins her on stage for their song on Beyonce's album.
She'll bring out a bunch of people, which let's freaking go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
She'd put on an amazing show, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then Robin, we had another show start.
Oh yeah, Bachelorette is up and running again with Jen. I don't think I'm going to watch though. If I'm being honest, I'll stay abreast of the news.
Yes,
but I don't really have any desire to watch that for some reason.
I am debating.
I've never really gotten into it, and some reason after the Gary of it all, I'm just like, meh.
I'm debating. So
if shit gets good and it's like, I'll just pick up wherever.
Yeah. I mean, it's only been 1 week. So what I'm kind of thinking is once I can get through the other shows that I've got going on, then maybe I'll pick it back up.
And there are a lot of the other shows.
Right. So,
like, imagine when fall starts back up and that's when like all the other shows
that's kind of why
this is a lot.
Like, I'm hoping that maybe in the next like week or two, I'll maybe start The Bachelorette and just have a few episodes in the bank.
Okay. Talk to me about the cadence. Like it's 2 times a week and it's like 2-hour episodes, or
it's once a week, 2-hour episodes.
Okay.
It's not that much.
Right. And you can fast forward.
Yeah. I think I'm going to give it a shot. Okay. And if I'm not into it, then I'm not into it. And I'll just keep up on my podcast.
Okay.
But I think I'm going to give it a shot. She's super cute. Mm-hmm. She's beautiful. I saw like some funny stuff online about night 1. And again, I haven't watched it, but there's a guy on there that they're saying is like the new Tyler Cameron, but like the Walmart brand Tyler Cameron.
Bless him.
I mean, he's handsome. I saw him online. And that there were some good ones on there. There were some really bad pics on there. Anyway, I think I'm going to give it a shot.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But
I might be changing my tune as soon as both of the Love Islands are over.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, if I can get through the Love Islands, then I might need to go to Bachelorette to like keep the lovey shows going. Yes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And the drama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this news I'm so freaking excited about because I feel like I talked about even baddies get saddies. Mm-hmm. And he confirmed it. Joe Jonas came out and confirmed that he is dropping a solo album. He did not give a date for the whole album dropping, but he did give a date for the first single dropping July 19th.
And is it Even Baddies Get Saddies?
No. It's called Work It Out.
Interesting.
I don't think it's the same song.
Weird.
Yeah.
He just never released it?
No.
He's
just
snippets?
just doing little snippets, teasing us all.
I got Kaley and I each a shirt that says that on it. And I wore it in the airport recently. And like, I got a couple of like, ooh, good shirt, you know?
Oh, great
And like
shirt.
a bunch of like knowing, laughing glances
Even
from
baddies get saddies,
the Gen Zers.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel cool.
So I'm very excited because Joe is just...
I can't wait.
God, he's rocking it right now. He looks great. He's so funny. I've seen him do a lot of like, he's been on podcasts lately and watching. He's all over the TikTok. I see him on TikTok all the time. He just
keeps on glowing up.
He's looking right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pumped, and I guarantee the music's going to be great.
Yeah.
But it also seems like it's a lot about his breakup. So I think we'll get like a mix of upbeat, like poppy summer songs, and then like the ones where he's like feeling it.
It's just weird to talk about him right now, having just come off of watching Camp Rock with that hair.
That hair is...
We'll get there.
So funny.
That hair is the worst.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's so bad. For you to be like, oh, like he's rocking it right now.
He
I'm
looks
like,
great right now, Robin.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Not
was
in 2008.
That was a long ass time ago.
Talk about a glow
You
up.
gotta let that go. We all were not looking good back in the day. Okay?
That's fair.
We all had our moments.
That is totally fair. Oh my God. All right. So speaking of Love Island,
yes,
we are not fully caught up, but getting close.
I did the best that I could.
Yes.
I got through Casa Amor and the recoupling after Casa Amor.
Okay.
So
we're talking about Just USA, right?
Just USA.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm way behind on UK because I had to lock in on USA.
Yeah.
So I think we need to just talk about Casa and the Casa recoupling for USA. So spoiler alert if you're not caught up on that far.
Quite possibly the worst behaved men at Casa in Love Island history.
It's up there. I
was appalled.
It's very tough because here's my thing, and maybe this is not what like other people feel. Maybe you don't feel this way. I have no issue when you're not exclusive or closed off and you go in Casa and you explore connections. But there is a
fact that they brought them back though.
Well, they did. Only one person did, if you're talking about the two. But what I'm saying is there's a respectful way. I'll remind you.
Okay.
There's a respectful way to explore connections. And I have zero issue with you going over there if we're not closed off and you got to go like talk to girls and figure out if you like someone.
Explore connections.
Explore connections, 100%.
Explore their mouth with your tongue though?
No, that's what I'm saying. There's a respectful way to do it. And these boys did not go about it in a respectful way in any way, shape, or form.
No, and it's like, don't they realize... Haven't they not watched the show, or are they just thinking with their pecker? But like,
no, they're blind. You know what it is?
There's going to be a movie night. You know there's going to be a postcard or a video.
Everything is recorded.
Movie night is a thing. And even if it's not going to be the video, in real time, movie night's going to get you.
Like, no, Robin, they're blinded. It's like fresh new girls.
It's like blush blindness.
Blush blindness. Casa blindness. They come in, it's fresh girls. And they're like, let's flip and go. Like, it doesn't even matter if the girls are cute. I feel like they're just like, it's like a fresh woman.
Yep.
And they just lose.
Fresh woman.
They just
hot off the presses.
They lose their minds.
Yes, they do. And then these women were hot for the most part. Like hot.
I'm pissed off because they gave the men hot bitches in Casa.
So hot.
They gave the women duds
Dogs.
in the villa.
Woof.
Like
woof.
literally, I was like, ooh, let's see what hotties we got in the villa. I don't like any of them. Not one of them was I attracted to. Not one of them.
Same.
Not one of them.
Same. It's like, wow, they're really scraping the barrel if they can't.
I'm like, guys, there are handsome people that live in America.
Yeah, it's like, and they should know to set aside some of the handsome men for Casa. Don't.
That's the whole
point. Put them all in there as bombshells or as like the OGs.
Right. You're supposed to put handsome people and pretty people in the situation to be the test. And that the girls were like, yeah, we're sleeping outside. Yeah, we don't give a shit because none of those boys were doing it.
The only one that I thought was a little cutie pie, but he was almost like too cutie pie, was George.
Yeah, he was a little too cute. Yeah. Too cute.
Like little
they
brother.
Were fine. It's not like they were assholes or whatever. It's just they weren't that attractive and they weren't bringing like the
swagger, the riz.
The riz. There was no riz.
There was no riz
from the
sight.
boys. But the girls, on the other hand.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I have many, many thoughts.
Okay, go for it.
I want to talk about this. Let's start with, who do you want to start with?
Let's go Miguel.
Oh, well, I don't really care about Miguel because they were together 2 days before they went to Casa.
Yeah.
I didn't really care about his behavior. I thought he had every right. He literally was with Leah for 2 days.
Totally had every right.
Like, make out with whoever you want.
Beautiful.
Yes, she looks like Rihanna.
Beautiful.
She's so Rihanna vibe.
Like a Bratz doll.
It's like Rihanna vibes though. Like with the vibe, the swag, whatever.
I was surprised that Leah was like, I mean, she did explore for like a hot minute, but then she was
did.
Like,
she tried to talk to them and she just wasn't feeling them, which I don't blame her. Again, they were duds.
Okay.
So I didn't really care about Miguel. Like, I felt like he had every right to go over there and mac on some peeps because they were together 2 days.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go to, we'll save
let's go Rob.
Rob was single going in, but he had just told Liv that night that he was kind of feeling her a little bit. And I was like, why am I kind of liking this?
I was kind of liking it too.
And then Casa
Opposites
came.
attract.
Yeah, and then Casa came and I was like, well, shit, that went out the window.
And then some crazy shit went down.
So here's my issue with Rob. I have several here.
He's a sociopath.
Well, I can't figure this man out to save my life.
He is an enigma wrapped in a mystery.
I think he is a beautiful man.
Oh God, he's gorgeous.
Definitely the hottest of the bunch by far. Probably the only one I'm even like,
which is so weird,
remotely attracted to.
How is he so hot?
He's so hot. But the things that come out of that man's mouth,
and just his whole like aura, his whole vibe is just like, are you
what is going on? What is going on, sir?
I want to know what's going on in your brain. I want like a full readout at all times.
At all times.
Like,
I need
are
to
you
know.
thinking or is there literally just nothing there?
That's the thing.
I don't know.
I almost think it's like too much in there.
I almost think that he curates the way he's like mysterious. I mean, it works, but I think it's a little bit of he's like, nope, rein it in, be mysterious. Like, I think there's a little bit of that going on.
I mean, like, here's the thing. Again, very hot. But I could never be with him because he doesn't know how to talk to people in a normal manner. Yeah. Like, what in the world?
But that's like the thing is that he puts that out there and then he knows that it's like it's a trap. Like,
yeah, the girls are liking it.
Yeah, because then they like want to be the ones who like, figured him out. Yes, exactly.
Anyway, in Casa though, he kind of talked to multiple girls. And then he did the thing that I think is just disgusting and flipping weird. But now we have to talk about Aaron to talk about this. Let's jump to Aaron for a second. Aaron and Kayla, strongest couple by far.
Yep.
Been together since day one.
Love was brewing under the surface.
Yes, they both were pretty much saying it without saying it.
Yep.
He goes to Casa. And again, I have zero issue with him choosing to go to Casa.
Yep.
Zero issue with him.
That's the first time they've done that.
That is the first time they gave the boys a choice. And all the boys went. And I think that's the right move.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Especially like if you're going to be on Love Island and you're still there during Casa, you go
to Casa. For the experience alone. Go to Casa. Again, I have zero issue with them going to Casa.
But then he literally finds a girl that he told he wanted to crawl inside of her skin.
Day one.
Mm-hmm.
That was my issue.
Yeah.
Day one, he's all over this girl, kissing all over her night one in the bed. She's like, he kissed me everywhere.
He was trying to get in my pants.
He wouldn't stop kissing me everywhere.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if they show that on movie night. Don't tell me because you've seen it. But I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And then they showed them waking up in the morning and he's literally kissing her stomach.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is night one.
And then he's like, I want to be respectful of other people, like said her in Spanish or whatever.
He said, I want to kiss you, but I don't want to hurt other people.
And then he's like biting her and he's like, I want to crawl into your skin. And then they made out.
And then he's like rubbing her. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Literally no. So Aaron is like all over this girl. Daniela. And she's cute.
Yeah, she's cute.
She's got a big booty, whatever. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Again, I have no issue talking to her, getting to know her, but you don't night one mac on her, try to get in her pants, and just like act like you've completely forgotten about Kayla back in the villa, who is sleeping outside in the mosquitoes every night.
Yep.
And then she gets the movie, the video sent to the phone. She watches it probably 50 times.
That was a hard watch.
It was rough.
I'm like, we get it. She's crying. Producers, y'all are doing her
showing
so
her. Stop
dirty.
showing her crying. We get it.
And then she would like redo her makeup and then she would like freak out all over again, standing on the tables.
It's awful.
And then she's like finally redone her makeup for the third time. Is outside and the guys are like, how are you doing? She's like, loses it all over again. I'm like, God, this poor girl. Yeah. Somebody needs to help her to be like, get it together.
Or producer, stop showing that.
It.
Show something else.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
Got it.
For real.
Don't make her look crazy. She has every right to be upset.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I heard that when the girls were screaming F Casa, that he heard it and that's when he made the switch.
That's why he was like, oh no.
Because all of a sudden he's all about Danielle.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden day 4.
Yeah.
The last day.
He was like, oh, I'm feeling bad.
The last night before the recoupling.
Yeah.
The night before, he's like, I feel bad. It's Kayla out of literally nowhere.
Yeah, because they put I love that they do this though, that they put like Casa Amor house, like they choose
Close
a house
to
that's
the
close
villa.
enough to where they can hear them like celebrating or whatever.
Yeah.
So when she was like, fuck Casa, fuck you, Aaron.
Yeah.
He literally heard her.
He heard her.
Yeah.
Completely flipped a switch.
And the weirdest thing I've ever seen done, he's like, you know, you would really get along with Rob, his best friend.
What in the world?
And Rob's like, okay, cool.
And Rob's like, let's go.
Yeah.
That's flipping weird. So
And
back to
then-
Rob, the fact that and I think that's gross on her. Sorry,
Mhm.
that's nasty on you,
That's some
sister.
thirsty behavior.
That is called-
She is parched.
That is called homie hopping. And we are not about the homie hopping
We don't
life.
homie hop, honey.
We are not about the homie hopping life.
No.
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look on national television.
I'm telling you, gross.
Ugh.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
So literally, she gets done with the conversation with Aaron where he
Mhm.
breaks it off because he heard Kayla screaming.
Yeah.
Goes straight to Rob for
Yeah.
the chat. Sleeps in the bed with Rob. They're all over each other in the bed. Next day's recoupling. Rob's
Rob
like,
picks her.
oh, I'll take you back to the villa.
Everybody was so confused. They're like, is that Daniela?
Well, yeah. Which I was like, oh, this is awful. I know he's
Yeah.
going to do this. Now, let me ask you this, Robin. Do you
Mhm.
think producers had anything to do with telling Rob to bring her back? Yes or no?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think they made him.
No, because I'm sure that Daniela and Rob were attracted to each
Right.
other. They're
I
both
think-
beautiful
I think
people.
they said, hey, Rob,
you mind?
you mind?
Yeah.
Maybe you should.
He's like, oh, I get to make out with her too? Cool.
I'll bring her.
Yeah, the weirdest part was that literally at the end of Aaron's conversation with Daniela, where he's like letting her down or whatever, and she's like so understanding, and he's like, but Rob, and like she's like, should I go do it now? Like
No, it was instant.
he's the one who told her to do it in that moment, didn't just lightly suggest it. He's like, yeah, go now.
What's wrong with Aaron too?
Oof.
In that?
I
Yes,
know.
the whole thing is weird.
So strange.
It grosses me out.
Yeah.
And the
Mhm.
fact that she's okay with it, Aaron's okay with it, and Rob was okay with it.
Yeah.
That's bad on all three of them, in my opinion.
Yep. And it's also bad on freaking Kendall.
Hate. Okay.
I cannot stand him. They're calling him the king of the villa.
Who? I'm not at
Kendall.
that point.
No, that's just like what he's like being known as like around, like on social media and stuff, because he's
Oh.
the only one
Okay.
technically who didn't like do anything dirty.
Which props to you on that.
But
my
he did to
man.
his friends.
But you're the instigator. Every
Such the
season
instigator.
when they go to Casa,
Messy
there's
Mitch.
one exactly. There's one boy that's instigating all the bad shit
Yes.
happening for the other couples.
Yep.
Maybe because he wants to win Love Island.
Maybe. And maybe because he's living vicariously, he's like, ooh, that is
Maybe.
not Kaler.
Such a little ass.
Oh,
Such a little
can't
instigator.
stand him. He's just, he's got a weird energy.
Luca was the one that did it that season because
Mm-hmm.
he was coupled up with Gemma.
Gemma.
And so he instigated all his friends, including Andrew, who licked her tit or whatever.
Oh, no. That is one of the cringiest things.
No, that's like the best thing that's like,
to go down in history.
yes, it is in Love Island history. I
Yeah.
licked her tit or whatever.
Whatever. Oh, whatever.
And Tasha goes, what? Iconic.
They're still
Anyway.
together, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So there.
Yeah. And guess who's
Haters.
not? Guess who's not? Luca and Gemma.
Gemma.
So you can shut it down, Luca Bish. Anyway.
That's literally his last name, Bish.
Yeah, I'm not calling him a bitch. The man sells fish.
Ian Sterling's so funny.
He is. Anyway, so Kendall instigated the whole time. So freaking annoying. And then we've got to go to
Oh, broke my heart.
This one
so
was-
many pieces.
this one was tough.
Yeah, Cordell.
So Cordell and Serena were coupled up pretty much since day one, but they kind of been on and off. Like she was unsure at the beginning if it was more than
she's
friend
a slow
vibes.
burner.
She was like, I don't know if it's friend vibes. Like
Yeah.
I can't figure it out. She did eventually get to the point where she was like, no, it is more than friend vibes. Like
And she kind of like did what she was saying she was doing all along. It's like, I need to like go slow. I want to
Mhm.
establish like friends. Yeah, she was on the fence a little bit, but then once she started seeing him in that light, like it's a good thing that they had that established foundation, or so you would think, until he moved so mad in Casa.
yeah, like I feel like she handled herself so well.
Mm-hmm.
And everything she said was valid, like trying to figure it out and doing the slow approach.
And then she slept on the
And she slept outside in the mosquitoes every night.
Mm-hmm.
And Cordell's little ass goes over there in Casa. And again, night one, instant. He's all over this girl, Dea, which,
Yeah.
Robin, have you heard the rumors
What?
about her?
Oh, with ODB?
Of his brother,
Yeah.
Cordell's brother. She's literally been like, I don't know if it's true.
So I looked into this. So
Okay.
some people think that there's one picture where she apparently commented like heart eyes. But people have maybe thought that was photoshopped.
Oh.
And then like spoiler alert a little bit, her explanation of that is like, no, my ex-boyfriend at the time, like was her boyfriend, met him and took a photo and posted it. And she commented on that photo. So that was her explanation. And then the other screenshots that I've seen, like people are like, I don't know, it's just like one heart eye emoji on his picture.
Okay.
And it wasn't like a bunch of them.
Okay.
So I think it's one of those things where somebody sees one little thing on the internet and then it just blows up everywhere and becomes true.
Interesting.
Whereas like there may be nuances to it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Could go either way. But I also don't get an amazing vibe from her because I think it's weird. Like, I just feel like when you go into Casa, you should like explore everyone, get to know everyone.
If she only
right, if you're looking for a genuine connection, that's what you do. You don't know based off just like I couldn't watch 3 weeks of Love Island and tell you that's the guy that I would hit it off with, and that's the only guy I would try to like.
Or two things. First, yes, I agree. But also there's the aspect of like she has been watching, so she knows what him and Serena have been working toward. Maybe she hasn't seen, the last couple episodes. I feel like they're not always like right up to date when they go into Casa. But so that also is kind of like a, come on, of all guys to go after. But then the other thing I was going to say was, what if they just like immediately hit it off and had chemistry? And so she's just like, oh, I'm just going to go here.
I'm not anti that.
Yeah.
But she said it. No. Because she said it in her intro before she even went in.
Oh, I'm here for Cordell.
I'm only here for Cordell. I'm going for Cordell.
Yeah.
So no, I can't get behind that.
Yeah.
I do agree that some people have instant chemistry. You know pretty quickly if you hit it off or not.
Yeah.
But like the very strictly targeted at one person to me does not seem.
It's sus.
Exactly. It's sketchy. Anyway, so Cordell acted like a bad man. In
the dry
Casa.
humping was crazy.
Dry humping and then reaching around, grabbing her ass and bouncing it on him. I was like, okay, Cordell, could you take a chill pill?
Like he's like 21, 22.
22. And him and Serena had, whatever this means, just gotten physical the night before. And then the first night of Casa, he's flipping in bed with this girl on top of each other.
It's just so disappointing because I really love him.
And then he is the only one that brought someone back that was like a really big deal. Like obviously Miguel again. I don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say Miguel brought back her,
and Rob brought back Daniela.
Rob brought back Daniela. We talked about, and then he brought back Dea, and then Aaron thought he was finding a single Kaler, and that she had stayed loyal.
Oh yeah,
and she did. I think that's the first time in Love Island history that somebody did that.
Okay, we're bouncing
right?
back to them. Okay, let me go back to them.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I was gonna stay on. Let's finish Cordell and Serena because I want to talk about. He brings Dea back.
Yeah,
and then Serena had done the same thing Kaler did, where she said, even if he comes back single, like I'm single, I don't want to be with him because she saw the video of him dry humping, and so he comes back with Dea, and Serena is. I can tell she like. Did her laughing, puts on a front because if she didn't, it would then turn into like crying, full breakdown, which she did later.
Yeah.
But she tried to stay, very, very tough in front of him and says, and I quote, he had to get his little Petey whacker wet.
I died.
Literally.
Everybody
cackled.
Sitting around the fire pit was like,
I cackled.
Yeah, me too.
Little Petey whacker wet.
Yep. And then she flicks him off and licks her finger.
I was like, oh my. Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Which again, I go back to. There is a way to explore connection respectfully.
Yeah.
Even like even if he brought her back, but he acted respectfully and Casa like, hey, I still want to get to know her. I'm not sure. Like I'm still feeling a connection. There's just a way to go about it. And he did it in the worst way.
And then they sent Serena a video of it.
Yes.
Yeah, those messy producers.
Yes, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, that was just like for Kaler to get up there and be like, I don't want to recouple with any of these other boys, but I don't want to get back with Aaron. And then he comes out and he's like, let's go.
Smug.
And they're like, just wait, there's a video. Every new guy was like, they have a video, guy. Watch what you say, there's a video.
He's literally jumping up and down as he's walking towards the fire pit.
And they're all
like, not yet, dude. Don't get excited yet.
On the Eamscray.
So, yeah, these boys were wild.
Yeah.
The girls acted. I'm like, well, what are they going to play for the girls at movie night? There's nothing to show.
Yeah.
Which because you've watched it. But
yeah.
Anyway, I'm like, there's nothing to freaking show for the girls because they didn't do anything wrong.
I'm still having a hard time keeping UK and US apart. So
I'm stopping on UK, I think, until I finish.
I'm up to date. Like as of recording, they've done like movie nights already happened.
For UK too?
For a couple days, maybe even like a week for one of them and a couple days for the other. No, yeah. For both.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, anyway, that was
good.
Lots of love. Oh, I wanted to talk about Leah. I don't like her. which I know the internet is like very torn on.
I go back and forth.
Right. And I'm just telling you where I'm at. I don't really like her. But she says some funny shit.
She does.
So I need to say these quotes because they're hilarious. Soul Ties is crazy. That one was just like at the beginning.
That's a throwback to last season.
I don't remember.
Remember?
No.
What's her name? It says that, like, makes that famous.
Who?
I
don't remember.
Shit. She was just on After Sun with them.
Sally?
No. KK. Keenan took a girl to Soul Ties, and KK said, Soul Ties is crazy. And then it became like
that
the saying.
That season wasn't as good. So
it was a saying all season last season.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I was kind of in and out of last season because it wasn't as good.
I thought it was good.
Not compared to this season.
Yeah.
This season I'm dialed in. Anyway, Soul Ties is crazy.
It's like the catchphrase from last season.
Okay. I just hate his skinny jeans.
Fair.
And she's talking about Connor's skinny jeans.
Yes. When she's like, he gave me the ick.
Yeah, he gave me the ick. I just hate his skinny jeans. Then she said, I need a little bit of you're going to send me to a psych ward. Like, you have issues, sister. At least she's self-aware.
Yeah.
Self-awareness is there. Okay, this is the one she said about the boys in Casa that I also like spit out my water. They're over there sucking some cheap ass chapstick, and the other one is rubbing some ugly ass feet.
Yeah.
After the video came through, I was like, "Yep."
Because Cordell asked her for chapstick before he kissed her.
God, I hate it all.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, Leah's funny. She has her moments.
Yeah. I don't like her at all, but she has her funny moments. I will give her that.
Totally fair.
And then the little pee whacker wet. I'll just never let go of that. Serena just delivered
Serena
that beautifully.
Is queen.
Beautifully.
I love her.
Okay. I think that's all we had for the now.
Okay, great.
So time for Watch It, Weirdo. Okay, Robin gave me Spanglish.
Yes, I did.
It was very good.
Yay!
Adam Sandler. It's gonna be hard for me not to like the movie because I'm a sucker for some Adam Sandler. Yeah. It was cute. So it starts off, and I was like, "What is this? What is going on?" And it's like the voiceover of like the Princeton application. And then I was like, "It's always Princeton. Like it's always Princeton or Harvard
or Yale."
I guess Yale and Gilmore Girls. Yeah. But like in the movies, like A Cinderella Story's Princeton, obviously Legally Blonde Harvard. Like I'm like, it's always these same colleges that always get talked about. And then I'm like, oh, it's the daughter's application. She's talking about her mom that inspired her. Love it.
Oh,
great way. I was like, oh, I love this already.
Yeah, it's so good.
Love this storyline. Her name is Floor. And she couldn't roll her R's. Deborah couldn't roll her R's. Was so cracking funny. Me up. And she's like, Floor.
Tia Leone. I never know how to say her name. She's so good. The mom.
Oh, she's funny.
Yeah,
she did a good job. Yeah. Definitely Penelope Cruz adjacent.
Right.
Very much like if you weren't looking at the TV, you'd be like, oh, that's Penelope Cruz. Like totally. It sounded like her too. Yeah. Looks like her, sounds like her.
Sucks for her.
Because you're what, like the off-brand Penelope Cruz? She's beautiful though.
She's beautiful, but
totally.
Yeah.
I said, how often do we think translators just change what the person actually said to what should actually be said?
Yeah.
They're like, I'm not going to say that. Yep. Let me change this for you. Definitely. I feel like that happens.
Maybe they take like a translator's oath. Like if you're going to be the translator, you can't do that. Like official translators.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, if it's just like your friend, you're like,
let me change that a little bit. Make it sound a little better. I just thought about that because I was like, I wonder how often that happens.
Like when she says no to the drink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like,
that was so funny.
Because there was multiple times where like someone was translating for her that I was just like, and there was one time, and I can't remember what it was exactly, that they tweaked it a little bit. You could tell.
Yeah.
Because she like gave him a look. But I'm like, I wonder how often that happens.
So funny.
I love Adam Sandler, period. Yep. End of my note.
Yep.
Love him. I said, not the mom telling the kid to lose a few pounds. I hated that whole storyline. It came up multiple times and it made me very, very sad and upset.
I know. Unfortunately, it's a very real scenario for a lot of people.
I know.
I'm sad.
But also
heartbreaking.
Just like you don't have to be mean about it. There's a way to go about it. Why is that my theme for this episode? There's a way to go about it. That's not it. Also, they don't help this girl out by naming her Bernice.
Oh yeah, Bernie ain't cute.
Or Bernice.
Yeah.
Bernice, but they call her. Some people call her Bernie. Yeah. Like you're setting her up for failure. Pick a good name for your children.
It's terrible.
Like that's my advice.
You mean like Mitchie?
Mitchie.
We'll get there.
Mitchie. Mitchie's better than Bernice.
Yeah, that's true.
Robin. Bernice.
It's true.
Okay. Mitchie's not great. Okay?
That's not great.
Mitchie's not great, but
it's like you took like a dude bro name and added an E to the end of it. Hey, Mitch.
I'd call her Mitch.
And Bitchy Mitchy. I mean,
it's
just right there.
It's
waiting for the taking.
Setting your kid up for failure.
Exactly.
Name your kid something. Go through if they can be made fun of before you name them something. I fully believe in that.
100p.
Let's see. Oh, another awkward sex scene that went on way too long.
It did go on way too long.
I'm like, can this go?
I rewatched it and I was like, Kaylee's not gonna like this.
Yeah, like, come on.
Her orgasm was really funny.
I was like, and then he's like, no. I'm like,
she's like, and bye.
Yeah, just like
at the very end, she's like, ugh.
It was weird.
I'm hoping she improv that.
I'm like, this is
why do I keep recommending you movies where women orgasm?
Weird ass sex scenes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I like what I like, Kaley.
Clearly.
Don't kink shame me.
I have fully figured out what Robin likes from these movies.
Common theme.
And then I'm like, is the mom just insane? Like, I was confused. Like, is she losing her mind? Is she insane? Is she a bad person? Like, until we finally got through it. But like, for the
she's
first,
just like having a crisis. Like, I think it was,
and I figured that out,
childhood trauma,
but I could not figure it out at the beginning.
Paired with like her leaving her career, then she started having the affair. Like, it was just like all these things piling.
And I figured that out at the end. But it was like for the first third of the movie, I was genuinely confused what she was even being portrayed as. Like what they were trying to make her as.
Right.
Like,
they got there.
Literally insane.
Yeah.
Or dealing with stuff, or like I could not figure it out for the longest.
Yeah, like she needs therapy for sure.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And then I said, I'm glad I know a little bit of Spanish watching this. Because even without the translator sometimes, which they did have scenes where they didn't translate what she was saying.
They would just wait for you to
or like the next person will respond and you would do like context clues. But I do know a little bit of Spanish, so I was picking up on a few things, which was good. I want to own a beach house.
I mean, don't we all?
I went to the beach. I love the beach. They had the beach house that they vacationed to for the summer. That's a dream. I would like to get to that point.
Beach glass.
I know. So cute. So cute. Yeah. I just love the beach and I want to own a beach house like that.
Definitely.
Okay. I said, their little dinner scene was so sweet. I love that scene.
He's like, the floor's gonna eat us alive.
Yes. And she just like loved his food and she's like, we're not drinking so our minds can stay clear. They're just like,
I liked when everything was sweet. Like, oh, the last thing you want to hear is someone go on about your looks, and she was like, tell me everything.
Yes. I'm like, yes.
They should name a gender after you.
It's so cute.
So sweet.
I loved that whole scene.
Yeah.
The mom is like, do I need makeup? And then the crazy drunk grandma goes, oh, honey, you need a hose.
So good. She's like, but it's good. It's genuine.
Yeah, it's genuine. Leave it like that. Yeah. She did look a mess. And then I'm like, okay, we get to the end and we don't even get to see them together. No. We got like a couple sweet little moments and then bam, she's out and it ends.
And it's like she says, like once you have children, like everything changes. You can't just do whatever you want.
Which I get that.
And I think he got back with his wife and they moved away.
Yeah, but do we think that's the right move for him? No, Adam Sandler didn't need to do that.
He's the best chef in America, damn it.
Come on. He deserved better.
I know. She looked so beautiful in that dinner scene with her curly hair.
She did. I love that scene.
Whenever she's on the beach and she's in the wind, the music's playing, he goes, can you just get out of the wind?
Yeah, I know. That was funny. That was funny.
She was like, okay.
Yeah, so I really did like it. But I wanted them together at the end.
I know.
But I'm a sucker for like tying it up in a nice pretty bow like that.
Totally.
My 3 words were things left unsaid. Because I felt like throughout the movie, multiple points of the movie, there were just things left unsaid that should have been flipping said.
Sometimes because of a language barrier. Sometimes
I'm just kidding. Go that very literal. If you go that route.
Yeah.
But I feel like between the mom and the daughter, you know what I mean? Between the daughter and the dad, between everything, I just felt like there was so many times where things were left unsaid. So those are my 3 words.
Very good.
But I liked it.
Good.
Okay. Talk to me about Camp Rock.
Holy shit, that's Demi Lovato. Holy shit, that's Joe Jonas.
Okay. Robin's notes are just like cuss word, another word, cuss word.
Sawyer said, ew, his hair.
Oh, it's bad.
It's so bad.
It's like, for those of you that haven't seen it and are living under a rock, aka Robin, the straightened rock star hair.
Like the emo hair, but like grown out way too long.
That was bad.
Very different. There was a lot of layers.
Don't judge Joe Jonas for his hair in 2008, okay?
Right.
He looks great now.
Yeah. I said, weird name for a girl, but who am I to talk? Because I named my daughter Sawyer, and that's a boy's name too.
Sawyer's a beautiful name.
I love her name.
I think it goes both ways.
I love her name. I couldn't place the mom, and then I did Wizards of Waverly Place.
Very of the time.
So they're going to Camp Rock, obviously. And the limo pulls up and I go, oh, who's in the limo? Sharpay?
Pretty close.
And Sawyer goes, there's always a Sharpay.
Same vibe.
And then she gets out of limo and Sawyer goes, yep, a blondie. I was like, I thought it was weird when the mom was talking to the teacher, like the uncle teacher guy, Brown. And he's talking about how he like did stuff with the Stones or whatever. And she goes, oh, you knew Mick Jagger? He's still alive.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, he's 80 now. He was only 65 now.
I didn't realize that she said it in past tense.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. And then they had just talked about Steven Tyler. And then the next scene, we find out that Tessa and her mom TJ's last name is Tyler. It's just weird. Sawyer goes, sounds like bitchy, after she says, hi, I'm Mitchie.
Oh.
Holla. We said that.
Really?
A lot.
We didn't. But...
Holla. It was a whole moment.
Okay.
Shane Gray, haha, OMG. Nick is a baby and Kevin's hairstyle looks like he's balding. They did Kevin so dirty
with his character and
like
his
the
look.
Dumb one.
Yes.
Yeah.
They really did Kevin dirty.
Sawyer goes, oh my gosh, that's Nick. Isn't he from Jumanji? I was like, yes, he is.
Aww. Nick is such a little cutie with his curly fro
cute.
in
His
this
little
movie.
mop top.
He's so cute.
Connect 3 was giving du jour.
Yeah.
Her belt, when she had that like tan belt that was super wide.
That was such a style, Robin.
Kaley, I own that exact belt.
No, Robin, I did too at some point. That was such a style.
That exact belt.
Yes.
Is that a Bermuda cargo short or just a really high capri?
Oh, when it was like right here.
Yeah. When that girl did her song.
Yes.
Sawyer goes, the counselors chose this song? Because it's like, they're all there. Everything was a jam. Something jam.
There's even more in the second one.
Jam.
There's jams.
Jams on jams. It was just weird. It was like about like a boy instead of being like, we're here at camp. Woo! You know? Not a lie about her mom owning Hot Tunes TV. What the heck? I'm annoyed. Like, as soon as she told that lie about her mom owning whatever
being the president of
Hot Tunes TV in China, I was like, no.
She just wanted to be cool.
But then you knew where it was going to go. I was just like, damn it. Why? With these lies? Why? And it's like your hero's the one that tells the lies in these movies. And I get why they do it, but it's just like such an annoying trope where I'm just like, we all know what's going to happen. It's going to suck. Can't we do a different...
But when you're teenagers, you just want to fit in and be cool.
That's a big lie. She said, I love your bracelet. I was like, that is such a Mean Girls reference.
Yeah. Yep.
I loved when she put Shane in his place when she had flour on her face.
Oh, yes.
Hip hop dance
I love that scene where she's like, she takes like a deep breath and she's like...
Yeah, it's so funny. I don't know about Joe Jonas as a hip hop dance instructor.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Sawyer and I both were like, like cringe. And then we're like, oh, wow, they caught on quick to his dance moves.
Yes, they sure did.
Not him staring at her in the eyes the entire time he was singing his song to her while playing guitar.
Dude, can we talk about their chemistry?
That was...
I know this is a cheesy movie, but they had chemistry.
I liked that song too. That was a really cute moment.
Yes. They had chemistry every time it was
so
just
cute.
Two of them. I felt like they had really good chemistry. Yeah. She's precious in this movie.
Yeah, she is. Let's see. Find the girl with the voice. So that was giving like... It was giving like Ariel from... Little Mermaid, as well as like Cinderella with the shoe, and everybody's like trying to say that like it's their shoe.
Yeah.
I just thought, you know what? Every single time that we saw them hang out, he didn't ask her anything about herself. It was all about him and his singing and his vibe, and like it was very much just about him every time they hung out. To where, if you're looking for this voice and you're intrigued by this voice that you heard, and you've been hanging out with this girl that you know nothing about, you don't think to ask the girl who you're hanging out with to sing for you? I didn't think about that till the end. I was like, why did he never ask her if it was her?
Fair point.
But they were clearly flirting and liking each other.
Clearly.
And he never heard her sing because he sang for her. He talked about him. He never asked, do you play piano? Do you sing?
Yeah.
Like, what's your vibe? Anyway, save it for your interview with Pop Informer magazine. LOL, what is that? Let's see. I loved that Peggy's real name was Margaret. And they're like, who's that?
Yeah. Margaret Dupree. Yeah.
And I love that she got her own moment. That's rare in these movies.
Yeah. Cool.
And then I thought, damn it. Mitchie's going to swoop in and steal her glory and she's going to win. And they didn't do that. And I thought that was great.
End of the final jam. So she wasn't even part of the contest.
End. Their songs fit together. Yay.
I love, best part of the movie is them singing.
That was a very cute moment.
Scene where she just like is getting it to her song up there and being a superstar.
So cute.
Burned in my brain.
I thought it was funny that like as they were like having their big moment and I thought they were going to make out, but they didn't. Her
Disney,
friends
Robin, Disney.
I know. Her friends were in the wings just going,
yeah.
Like, I'd be like, yeah, let's fucking go.
That is the interesting thing about all these Disney movies, like High School Musical included. They don't make out. Like, it's very all innocent and sweet and flirty and not like they just didn't make it that.
Yeah.
You know?
Tessa had a huge change of heart. Okay. When she says, one of them says, I wouldn't miss it. I was like expecting them to kiss again, and Sawyer froze and she goes, oh no. Like anticipating that they were going to kiss.
Oh,
but
Disney.
they didn't.
Disney.
Okay, so my 3 words are fashion. Because it was a lot. There were so many looks. I only mentioned the belt, but there were a lot. I was like, I wore that.
Yep.
Friendship.
Yep.
Because I loved her friendship with the other girl.
Allison Stoner, who also was a side character in everything at that time.
That's true. And lies.
Lies. Everyone wants to look cool.
They'll eat you alive.
Everyone wants to put on a front.
Yep. That was an extreme one, though. Not smart. All right. Next movie for you is 3 to Tango.
3 to Tango.
It's got Matthew Perry.
Love Matthew
Perry.
Perry.
It's got McDreamy.
Love McDreamy.
It's got Neve Campbell. Neve. From Scream. All the Scream movies.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So, it's cute.
Okay, 3 to Tango. I'm giving you Hannah Montana.
It is time.
The Hannah Montana movie.
Okay.
You're going to love it. Sawyer's going to love it.
I can't wait.
It's so good. It's one of my absolute favorite Disney movies ever.
I feel like I know the whole plot and scenes from it just from listening to Chicks. Like trivia questions about it, you know?
Yeah. Oh, you're going to love it.
Like the last scene and what's her horse's name and all the stuff.
You don't know the whole plot.
No, of course not.
Because there's some good stuff in there. You're going to love it.
I'm excited.
It's so good.
Okay, cool.
Cool. All right. Let's go to the Rex.
Okay, I have 2 quick ones. One is a show called The Man with 1,000 Kids. It's a limited series documentary.
Okay, on
Netflix.
Okay.
And it's like the title suggests. It's a serial donor.
Oh, I was about to say.
Like crazy. I think it's just 4 episodes and it's a really good documentary. Like wild stuff. And then like it kind of catches up to at the time that they were filming the documentary. So like some of it happens like in real time versus them talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah, really good. And then the other one is Hannah Berner, comedian that I love from Summer House. That's where she got her start, but I've been following her since then. She's so funny. Hilarious. She has a Netflix comedy special that is so good. I'm so proud of her because you just never know.
Oh yeah. I mean, getting up there for stand-up is tough.
Her outfit's
Not
questionable. No, it's like this weird pleather like jumpsuit that's a little long in the crotch.
Oh.
Would not have been my pick.
Interesting.
But the comedy is
I need to watch
really
it because I do find her hilarious.
Yeah. So if y'all are out there liking comedy and you've been wondering about this Hannah Berner chick, that's a great way to kind of get into her.
Love it.
She did really good.
Great Rex. Mine's super quick on the music side. Again, this man called Zach Top. Have you heard of him?
Nope.
So here's the crazy part. He's a country singer. He's 27. He sounds like he is from the 80s and 90s of country.
Oh.
His voice. Robin, if you heard, I'm going to play you a song after this.
Okay.
And you're going to be like, that's a new song.
You think it was like Garth Brooks or something?
No, even like more old school. Even like more, I mean, maybe like old George Strait, like old, like young George Strait.
Right.
Like I'm talking the classic country sound.
Wow.
Is what he sounds like. I have been obsessed lately listening to him. My favorite is I Never Lie.
Okay.
It's my favorite song by him. But I like multiple of them.
Okay.
He's really good. So if you like that old school classic country sound, he's 27 and he's trying to bring it back.
I love that.
I was like doing a little research on him because I was like, how has he not made it? Like, is he opening for anyone out there?
Right.
He opened for Midland, which they're not even that big.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they've had some songs on the radio.
I was going to say, it sounds kind of familiar.
They've had songs on the radio, so he opened for them, but that's it so far. But I think he's about to blow up.
Cool.
He's so good. He sounds.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say I discovered the man. Like, he's kind of going viral online.
Got it.
But he has not blown up, but I think it's coming.
Cool.
That's all I had.
All right. Well, that's all we have for y'all this week. Thanks for watching and listening. Make sure to like, subscribe, please comment. We miss the comments. Y'all were commenting for a while, and now y'all kind of chill out in the comments. So if you're hearing this and you got to this point in time.
Anything to say, we want to hear it.
Yeah. If you got to this point in the episode and you're still listening, this is a sign. Leave a comment, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
You can find us on all the things: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Anywhere you find your podcast, we're there.
And don't forget about the merch, link in bio. And we will see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.